up to them. You think that maybe one day they will suffer the way I will suffer, and you keep on thinking on this loop. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to talk to you about the topic that just came to me out of nowhere, and I wanted to really be open and be as honest about it as I can. So let's get started. Like, have you ever be the one who have suffered from the hands of your friends, family, or people you know or you admired, and they have wronged you in a certain way, and you now that you have grown up or time has passed, or maybe it's just recent, you think that karma will catch up to them. You think that maybe one day they will suffer the way I will suffer, and you keep on thinking on this loop. I have spent a lot of time thinking that karma will catch up to people who have wronged me in so many days, and I never really saw their suffering. Instead, I just recognized that I was the one who was doing the real suffering behind all of these. So, we are going to unpack everything that we think is right, and we have never got to talk about it because we think that it make us the bad person. Even though this is a very important reflection that we can do for ourselves, know that the feeling this karma conundrum is very okay. It's okay to feel that way. Why do you keep thinking about karma catching up to them? So there are multiple reasons that you continue to feel this way. Number one is because deep down you were deeply hurt, and justice was never given to you. It was never served. There was no apology. There was no truth that was spoken, and you are the one who were left to carry all these spinning in a loop, all these emotional bill alone, all by yourself. And your mind basically stayed in the loop that if world is fair, they should pay in some form, right? This is how balance should work. This is an emotional survival mechanism that if karma will catch up, then you don't have to keep holding on to that pain. The universe will handle it. So you wait and you wait, and it never shows up, and you get hurt again because what you thought never happened. So the real trap is not karma, but waiting for it. The more you wait for the suffering, the more your peace is tied to them, the more your time and energy and even your identity stay hooked to what they did to you. Just know that you never wanted the revenge, you wanted a validation. So you keep on saying that, please let the universe show me I was not the crazy one, I was not the weak one. But this desire of you turns into bitterness when karma delays. You turn bitter. Let's just be devil advocate here for once, and let's say they will suffer one day. Karma always get to them. That's emotional stance. That's hopeful justice. Maybe not. Maybe they won't suffer at all. That's what devil advocates say. What's a brutal truth? Like, some people do terrible things. Some people manipulate. Some people cheat, abuse, and still go on to live happy, rich, successful lives, and never really face real consequences. Not just in this life. No accidents, no heartbreak, no divine injustice. They're surrounded by the enablers that enables them and are too numb to even reflect. Narcissists and sociopaths are usually those people who often succeed in the social situations and structures like corporate because they lack guilt, and they appear confident because they lack guilt. They don't do this self-reflection. They don't suffer the way you imagine suffering, and they don't even register their things as wrong. The karma is not a revenge, it's a mirror. If they don't have enough self-awareness about themselves, about their actions, their karma may not even play down or play out in this lifetime. If you are the one who's obsessing about their downfall, you become entangled in their karmic loop. So maybe you may be the only one suffering because you built healing on their punishment. You thought that I will heal only when they will get suffers. If I stay good and brush off angry thoughts, my karma will be clean. So if I think like that, if I stay good and brush off angry thoughts, my karma will be clean. The emotional, you're trying to spiritually control your karma by suppressing your resentment. That's not purity, that's fear. You think if you admit that you want them to suffer, it will stay in your soul. So instead of processing the rage, you stuff it down. This unprocessed anger does not vanish. It just turns itself into guilt, anxiety, or shame. And ironically, that internal self attack causes more this residue of karma that's simply acknowledging. Just tell yourself, I'm angry, I wanted them to hurt. And I still do sometimes, and that's human. True emotional healing requires acknowledging a shadow thoughts, not denying them. Try to stay pure might be costing you your whole wholeness. I should just let it go. Thinking about them keeping hurting me. So we desire for peace. That's the emotional stance, but we are not ready to let go and forcing it that it is denial. You're not done with your pain if you still think in that way. The wound is not healed yet. You cannot let go like a flicking a switch because part of your identity has been shaped by this betrayal. If you rush healing and shame yourself and still feel attached, you still create the spiritual guilt loop. Why am I still thinking about them? What's wrong with me? It should be over by now. Letting go does not mean forgiving and forgetting. It means fully metabolizing the betrayal until no longer defines your story. The brain loops on unresolved betrayal because they threaten your worldview. How could someone do that to me? Until it's integrated emotionally, your nervous system keeps replaying that stuck request. If you keep thinking that they must know what they did, they have to live with it, that's moral satisfaction that you're looking for it. The most painful part is realizing they might not feel bad at all. No guilt, no nightmares, no sleepless nights. That's the actual injustice. And you have suffered in silence. You reflected deeply, lost time, lost energy, and they might not even remember what they did. People generally misremember events to protect their self-image. Abusers often rewrite internal history internally, so you wait for their guilt. That's like waiting for rain in a desert. Your pain is not their prison, it's your own. What if karma never comes? Let's say it does. Let's say they win, they thrive, they smile, they sleep well, never apologize. Now what? Do you lose your humanity holding on to that vengeance? Do you swallow the poison and wait for them to drop? So what do we do? What can we actually do? Feel it, no filter. Journal your voice into the rawest truth. I wanted them to hurt. I wanted to cry. I still do. Stop outsourcing justice. If you wait for the universe to settle your score, you give away your power. Reclaim it. Be your own closure. Transmute your pain into self-awareness. Ask, why is this betrayal wake up in me? Where did I abandon myself while they were hurting me? Don't forgive too soon. Forgiveness without power is just spiritual self-gaslighting. Wait until you're stronger. Then see, you even need to forgive. You don't have to stop wishing they'd suffer, but you can stop trying to piece through that wish. When you fully accept that karma will never get up to them, or you don't want to become the very thing you hate. You don't want to obsess to wish harm or to become bitter, because that would mean they won by turning you into a version of yourself you don't recognize. You don't have to be the bigger person every time. Just be the real one. I'll see you in the next one.